Okay.
All right, here's a real song. Oasis and Live Forever. Soundgarden's Fell on Black Days. Before that, current time, 9:55. Sean and Jeff here.
Partly cloudy skies today, high of 71. It is 55 degrees right this very second. Now, do you have that list with you, Jeff?
The list?
The list of places that we're hitting with it?
In my car.
All right. Now, we'll be telling you some of the places that we're going to be hitting. The list, of course, in reference to the Great Toast, which will be happening this Friday. It's only a week away.
Mm-hmm. A week away.
There are certain places in town that are stirring up.
Like a little prayer, I'm down on my knees. I wanna take you there in the midnight hour. I can feel your power, just like a prayer. You know I take you there. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. I'm down on my knees. I wanna take you there in the midnight hour. I can feel your power, just like a prayer. You know I take you there.
Quad 106.5, an indefinite improvement over Like a Prayer with By God 20, and The Invisible Limit just before that with Push, and 16 volts, starting things off with Filthy Love of Fire. Right now, if you're caller number 6 and caller number 7.
Day thing.
Right.
Because that's where this perfect pint is from. So this is what you need to do, is you need to get in here today, fax it in here today, your toast, so that you can be entered into this. This week, what we're going to do is we're going to pick 5 finalists.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to read their toasts on the air.
Okay.
And then what we will do is by Friday, we will narrow it down to 3.
Okay.
And we will have these 3 people come out to the Alphabet Club on Friday and read their toasts. And then by audience response, we will determine who gets first, second, and third prize.
See.
All right?
So if you stock the audience with your buds.
See, that's that. Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
You bring down a ton of your friends. That will
I didn't even
definitely
think of that.
tip the scales in your favor.
Wow. And if for some reason you can't be there, we will read the toast for you, because I understand that maybe you can't be there. And it wouldn't be fair for us, or I don't even think it would be legal for us to say that you had to be there. So we will read your toast for you, but you can still pack the audience full of your friends.
Sure.
So make sure you get your toast in here today so that you can be considered into the finalist drawing. But that's it for us. We're out of here.
Right. AC up next. He is taking your requests. The number to call, 448-1065.
Well, kids, that's our show for today. And now, in the words of Mr. Cole Porter, every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Every time we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Start your week with the hottest night on television, Fox Monday Night. First On Melrose Place, Michael's rotten to the core.
The game is over, and you lost.
Amanda is utterly ruthless.
I can play dirty too, and trust me, I will.
And when the two of them finally get together,
T-shirts and little mugs. So get on out here, 6309 Fair Oaks Boulevard, corner of Marconi at the Eldorado Saloon, 18 and over. For you, I'm Julie Ryan for Quad 106.5.
All right, thanks, Julie. We'll check back with you in just a little while. Go watch the Naked Men get out of the cold. Later. All right, man. A block of the Offspring. Lots of people calling in for this wild Saturday night. I'm telling you, here is Self-Esteem on Quad 106.5, the cutting edge of rock.
I wrote her off for the 10th time. keep them separated. Separated. Hey! The man you disrespecting me. Kick him out. You gotta keep them separated. Hey! Don't pay no mind. We're under 18 and we'll be doing anytime. Hey! Come on and play! Separated. Hey! Man, you're talking back to me. You gotta keep them separated. Hey! Pay no mind. You're under 18. You won't be doing anytime. Hey! Come out and play! Separated. Hey! Man, you're disrespecting me. Take him out. You gotta keep them separated. Hey! Don't pay no mind. You're under 18. You won't be doing anytime. Hey! Come out and play.
Quad 106.5, the cutting edge of rock.
106.5, finishing up a block of The Offspring from Smash. That's a cool song. It's the latest Gotta Get Away, also come out and play. And we started it off with Self-Esteem. If you're an Offspring fan or a punk fan, here is a killer show for you to check out. The Offspring is going to be playing with Face to Face, Fillmore, San Francisco, $10. 2 days for this show. It's going to be Monday and Tuesday, December 12th and 13th. So that's just a little bit over, about like a week and a half away. Check that out if you can. I mean, $10 for Offspring and Face to Face. Good punk show right there happening in the Bay Area. I'm Mike Stover, and right now by request, starting off an 80s block, here is Berlin and Sex on Quad 106.5, the cutting edge of rock.
He said her skin smelled just like pebbles, said stupid things he knew she'd like. She said her life was like a motorway, dog-gray and long.
Quad 106.5. It is Ambiance. That's brand new from Saint Etienne. That from the Tiger Bay compact disc. That's their latest single. It's called Like a Motorway. We also heard earlier in the set, also on the same album, was Hug My Soul. We're going to be playing a lot of new cuts off that album as the show progresses. Anyways, in that set of music, we also heard from God Within, and that was kind of the theme song there of Ambiance, and the song's called Rain Cried. A lot of people asking about that. Anyways, Rob Inslee with you, and it is Ambiance, and let it continue with the Pet Shop Boys doing You Too. You know, the Where the Streets Have No Name and Can't Take My Eyes Off You. It's here. Doing it now. It's Ambiance on Quad 106.5.
Touch the could wait night and day.
His intentions are clear, he wanna be well liked. If everything is nothing, then are we anything? Better to be better than to be anything. Albert vision, looming uncontrolled. All his wings are slowly sinking. The world begins to disappear. The worst things come from inside here. All the things memory appear for an amen. Falling off the wall. We'll never be together again. I'm down on the beach, staring into the sand. Is everything you believe in a shadow? What you fear in the night, if the day comes, you call anyway. And we all get burned as one more sun comes sliding down the sky. One more shadow leans against the wall, and the world begins to disappear. The worst things come from inside here. All the king's memory appear for an amen. Falling off the wall. We'll never be together again. Albert's waiting in the sun on a field American. For the cause of some is waiting for the hit and run. One more sun comes sliding down the sky. One more shadow leans against the wall, and the world begins to disappear. The worst things come from inside here, and all the things that reappear for an amen. Falling off the wall. We'll never be together again. Albert falling on the sun, cracks his head wide open. The world begins to disappear. The worst things come from inside here, and all the things that reappear for an amen. Falling, the world begins to disappear. The worst things come from inside here, and all the kings that reappear for an amen. Falling off the wall. We'll never be together again. No, I'll never be together again. No, no, never, never, never again. What you fear in the night, in the day comes to call anyway. Never, never, never.
Little revenge for you. And Slave. Michael Hayes with you. Opus 3 before that. When You Made the Mountain. And when do we get to sing My Way? Brand new music from Sparks. What'd you think of that one? 448-1065. I'd like any feedback on that. A great track I happen to dig heavily, so I thought I'd share it with you. Is that fair? Sound good? Okay, well, I'm just going to keep the music rolling here because when you only have 3 hours, you just got to slam it all in. Plus, it's a holiday evening for a lot of you. Don't have to go to work, don't have to go to school tomorrow. A lot of you going up the slopes, taking the day off. The weather's been beautiful, and no complaints on my part. So let's continue on with Camouflage off of Voices and Images. This is I Once Had a Dream.
Once had a dream in my head.
conscience and it made me upset. I felt so of my days. So
means it's not even working, so hang on, we'll be with you in a second here.
Okay, sure.
Now it's time for news with Jeff Johnson.
We've got music fallout.
What a loser, you can't even do your news without the
would
music.
you relax? It just doesn't feel right.
Go away.
All right, there we go. There,
Ooh, bye.
yeah. And it is 6:54 and time for this morning's News McNugget. See, isn't that better? Merle Evers-Williams, elected in an upset to lead the NAACP, vowed Sunday the civil rights group will return to the front lines in battles over welfare reform and affirmative action. First on her agenda, Washington meetings Tuesday and Wednesday to organize opposition to the GOP's contract with America and to rally support for embattled Surgeon General nominee Henry Foster. Evers-Williams urged the NAACP to unify against adversaries, noting this 104th Congress is a dangerous one. And Sotheby's in New York has just announced the discovery of 4 manuscript notebooks written by 19th century poet Walt Whitman, which had been missing from the Library of Congress for more than 50 years. The most important notebook is dated 1847 and contains early drafts of Song of Myself. The other notebooks include drafts of Civil War poetry. More McNuggets coming your way in the next hour. I'm Jeff Jensen on Quad 106.5.
Monday night on UPN. There's danger at every turn. Beginning with America's #1 news show, Star Trek Voyager.
I'm getting something, Captain.
The crew encounters a mysterious hole in space.
But is it stable enough for us to enter? And if it is, where does it lead?
And devises a dangerous plan.
We could transport the entire crew back to the Alpha Quadrant.
Is their journey into the unknown nearly over?
Energize.
Prepare for the next Star Trek Voyager. Then get ready for some
Wow. Sounds good.
It's called Wonderful. We had Pearl Jam before that with Rear View Mirror. 7:10 your time right now. That would be 50 before 8 o'clock. Sean Cash, Jeff Jensen.
Fog today and then partly cloudy skies. High of 71. It is 50 degrees right now, and Julie Ryan is here.
I kind of like that song, too.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know what Jeff's problem is.
Yeah, well.
You're a bastard, man. I haven't said word
Jeff
one.
never said anything about the song.
Oh, really?
I just thought I'd pretend he didn't like it.
He's not defending himself either.
I'm that loopy.
Yeah, you are.
I know. I thought I'd let him get away with it.
Yeah, I have a cold. Let me do what I want. Yeah.
Oh, is that how it works?
He's
Yeah,
got
sure, why
fog
not?
on the brain.
Why not? That's how it should work, isn't it?
Okay, fine.
Oh, Julie.
What?
I had something very cool happen to me on Friday.
Okay, what?
Yeah, me too.
We
Go ahead.
What? I am missing something.
Don't worry.
It will be explained later.
It will all come to light. We were at the club, at the Big Alphabet Club, Friday night. And I go in
God,
there.
that's where my story revolves, too.
Really?
Yeah.
So I go up to the DJ booth, and as I hit the dance floor on the way to the DJ booth, I hear, "Hey, Jeff!" And I look over, and it's Pauline. Pauline's
All
sitting
right.
there, and I'm kind of taken aback because...
Who's Pauline?
You know, from the cast of characters, that Pauline.
The one who took the pictures for
Okay,
EWM.
thank you.
very much.
Okay,
There you go.
Go ahead,
So
Jeff.
seeing her in the club is an oddity. It's unusual. So I go up to her and I say hi, and she says, "Hey, come out to the car. I've got something to show you."
Uh-oh.
Lisa, this is when Lisa would tune out.
Okay.
So I say, okay, fine. So she takes me out to her car. She opens up the seat and she goes in the back seat and she pulls out
a tongue.
No, she doesn't pull out a tongue. What she pulls out is something that a little gift that was specially imported for me all the way from Minnesota. It comes
mail order bride.
It comes in the same blue box that it came in 20 years ago. It features the same propeller-headed character that had on the front of the box 20 years ago. She pulls out a box of Quisp.
Some cereal reference.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
And Sean, your story?
You don't understand what a monumental occasion
No,
this was
I don't,
for me.
Jeff. I
this
really
was
don't.
my favorite cereal, bar none, when I was a kid. I love this stuff, and they haven't made it here for years.
I've
and
never even heard of it.
Years. I mean, it hasn't been available on the West Coast in forever. And her brother is back east in Minnesota, and she was talking to him, and he said, "Oh, well, we've got it out here." Well, send me a box, she says. I know someone who would love it. And, man, it's
Wow.
exactly the way it used to be. The flavor is exactly the same. The box design is exactly the same. It was such a nostalgia trip. You can't believe it.
So did you eat it over the weekend?
I had a nice, big, heaping bowl on Saturday
you?
morning. It was so good. If you
That's
let it sit in
neat.
the milk and get really soggy, yeah.
Well, that's nice. That's
Of
very
course,
nice.
the best part comes at the end when you get the little crumblies that are left over in the bottom of the box.
Oh, so it's like a good cereal. There's no prize in it, huh?
There wasn't any prize in this one, no. But
Is
they
it
did
like
have games on the
sugar-coated
back.
goodness?
Okay.
It's sugar-coated?
Is
Very.
that a yes?
The flavor is reminiscent of Captain Crunch, but it's not quite as strong as Captain Crunch.
I don't like Captain Crunch.
Well, then you suck.
No, I don't.
Don't like Captain Crunch?
No, I don't like Captain Crunch.
I was forced to go to Captain Crunch after they stopped making Quisp, but it tops it. It's
Whatever.
All right, there you go. There's Jeff's story from Friday. Mine's a little different.
Yeah?
And we'll save mine for a little later.
Okay.
Because I got to wait till people wake up.
Well,
Because I have
that'll
to
be after
complain
I'm
to as many
gone.
people as possible. It is 7:14 now. Here's Julie with that look at
Traffic.
traffic.
Traffic, that's funny. Okay, your update brought to you by Albertson. There isn't any traffic. No one has to work or go to school today.
Are you calling us nobodies?
Yes.
I'm included.
There you go.
Great, now we're in with Julie.
No slowdowns on any of the freeways.
Gee, really?
We have one accident reported. White Rock and Grant Line CP's on their way to check that out. Roaring into video, March 3rd comes Disney's masterpiece, The Lion King. To make sure you don't miss out on this family classic, pre-order your copy now at your neighborhood Albertson store. Albertsons, it's your store. I'm Julie Ryan, checking your drive on Quad 106.5.
Oh, Magoo, you've done it again.
That was a David Bowie song.
KWOD, Sacramento, the cutting edge of rock.
I guess it was a beating. Made me wild. But I'm not about to give thanks or apologize. I couldn't breathe, holding me down. Hand on my face, kiss the ground. In the tears, the night if I feel, close to a new what I could not forget.
Well, conventions aren't usually catered, so I guess it would be a little bit better.
That's true. It's going to be catered. We're going to have it so that we're going to try and get them to do it 18 and over.
Right.
We're going to have a little pre-show slideshow of some pictures Jeff and I took while there in Hollywood on the Paramount lot.
Right.
Got to show you some of the behind-the-scenes things, some of the things that we weren't allowed to take pictures of, but did anyway.
A little illegally obtained video footage.
But these things are approved for us and for our usage. It's just, see, we have no other way to show them to you because we're not allowed. We were allowed to take the photos, just not allowed to put them into any kind of publications.
Right.
So this is the only way that we can show these to you. is with a little pre-game show.
We'll see. There are ways around everything. We'll make sure that all are entertained. And, of course, the evening will cap off with the showing the premiere episode, or the first run of the particular episode of Star Trek Voyager, which would feature us and a couple of other actors.
Yeah, there's like some other people in it, too. But 1 month from today, you will get to check out me in pink. And Jeff in a lovely green.
Oh, and he looks so good.
The episode Prime Factors. Now here's a tune from Smashing Pumpkins. This is Landslide.
It's Quad 106.5.
And I said words to that effect and more from the club. And pretty much stopped the crowd dead from dancing. There they dance around, and I come on and I start yelling on the mic, and David X turns the music way down, and the entire club went... and turned around, and silence fell across the crowd.
Sean's upset.
And then, see, and this is the part that was really bad. Now, I know people meant well, and I need to apologize to a guy, because after it was all over, I kind of just wanted to be by myself for a little while, because I couldn't be mad, and I couldn't do whatever, because I was at a club, and I was still doing a job, and I was supposed to be hosting this, and be in a good mood. So I wander off, and I'm standing over by the bar, and I'm in the corner, and I'm doing shots. No, I wasn't.
I'm 7 Up.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there, and this guy's like, so, God, that's really awful. Somebody broke into your car. Thanks a lot. Well, I mean, I've had my car broken into, too. Well, yeah, I know, it is bad.
I really like this club.
And I said...
I'll bring my children next time.
I just want... to just have a little time by myself, that's all. And I was being polite, and I said it just like that. And he says, yeah, I understand. So, like, what'd they take? And I said, they took my stereo and a bunch of other stuff that I had in there. But, yeah, I just wanted to kind of come over here and be by myself. And he goes, yeah, I know, get away from the crowd and the whole thing. I understand completely. I said, yeah. Can I just be by myself for a little while? And he says, oh, yeah, man, I completely understand. So you guys are out here like every Friday? And I said, and I was kind of rude, and I said it just like this. I said, by myself means without you or anyone else. And he just walked off. And I'm sorry, I just wanted to be by myself.
See, and the thing
he wasn't getting it. And I know he was he meant well.
And the upshot of it all is you wind up being a jerk. I know. Oh, I met Sean out at the club. He was a real jerk, man. I couldn't believe it.
Julie, you there?
Yeah, I am.
And I also got mad at one other person who came up, and I know, looking back on the situation later, that everything will be okay and whatever else, and I know that, and I know there's nothing you can do about it. But when somebody comes up and does this, man, your car got broken into, that really sucks. Go away from me. And that's exactly what go away. I mean... maybe I can laugh about it now and make little jokes about it. And at the end of the evening, I even made some jokes about it. But it had just happened. Give me a couple minutes to be mad. At the end of the evening, I'm making jokes like, come on out here to the Rage every Friday night. We're giving away CDs and cassettes so we have something to play in the stereos you steal from the parking lot. And I made a couple of... And it's like, okay, I had a sense of humor about it later, but I was a little upset at the moment.
Sure, and I'll tell you what, some of those people are, how shall I put it, aggressively generous. Because the one guy who keeps coming up to me asking me for a T-shirt,
right?
He came up to me and, like, stuffed a wad of bills in my hand.
What?
I said, what is this for? And he said, well, man, it's like money for Sean for his stereo because I feel bad.
Wait a minute, I didn't see this money.
Well.
Whoa, wait
Jeff,
a minute.
You get it back to him.
I needed lunch money. Yeah. No, I gave it back to him. I couldn't take it, but he was a hard sell, man. I couldn't give the money back to him. I just said, I'm sorry, I can't accept it. That was very nice of you, but I just can't take it. No, man, take it.
Well,
take
as always, we go to our listeners and we wind up getting helped out. Actually, by a listener who happens to also work here, Joe Gomez, called up and said, hey, I got a friend, and so I wound up calling his friend Reed at Golden West on Watt. They're going to do it for me today.
Oh, cool.
So that's cool.
Go,
Very
Joe.
Cool. Go, Joe. Yo, Joe, go. But I was able to get helped out. So I don't have to ride in a freezing cold truck anymore.
All right. I had my whole car stolen over the weekend.
Yeah, sure you did.
Anybody who wants to help me out.
8:53. Here's Julie Ryan with that look at traffic.
Your update brought to you by Airtel Cellular. Okay, no delays on the freeways. Accident clearing up northbound South Watt, north of Kiefer. And an accident clearing up eastbound Fruit Ridge at Del Norte. If you have a need to stay in touch all week long at a price that's easy on the budget, check out AirTouch Cellular's new Weekender calling plan. Sign up for AirTouch's Cal 50 plan, and for an additional $5 per month, you can get unlimited weekend calling. But hurry, offer ends February 28th. Call 1-800-AirTouch. I'm Julie Ryan, checking your drive on Quad 106.5.
Oh, Magoo, you done it again.
And it is 8:54 and time for this morning's News McNuggets. A smoker's broken bones take almost twice as long to heal than those of a non-smoker, says a study out today. Researchers at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical School looked at 76 fractures of the tibia. Non-smokers' bones healed in 146 days, while smokers' bones took 276 days to heal on average. In 2 patients, both smokers, the bones hadn't healed even after a full year. And grape juice may prevent arteries from clogging, just as red wine is known to do, research suggests. Problem is, it may take 3 times as much juice as wine to get the same results. Wine containing flavonoids, naturally occurring compounds that reduce the stickiness of blood clotting cells called platelets, are to blame for this. Flavonoids are in the skin, stems, and seeds of grapes and are removed late in the fermentation process for red wines. There are plans to study the effects of flavonoid pills made from dried wine. More McNuggets coming your way tomorrow. I'm Jeff Jensen on Quad 106.5.
Monday night on UPN, there's Dangerous.
That is the Primitives with Crash, the 95.
Yeah, you want a Harley.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can see that happening, can't you? I can't even see a motor scooter.
I can't see you on the back of a Harley.
I can't even see a greased pair of rollerblades, man.
I don't know why I find it so amusing. I'm sorry.
Because it's a funny thought, that's why.
I mean, I just picture you on my motorcycle that I had, and I can't even picture that.
With the wind blowing in my hair going, okay, start it up. I'm ready. Before that, it was Pearl Jam and Go. 9:07 your time right now, 53 before 10. Sean and Jeff here.
Partly cloudy skies today, high of 71. It is 55 degrees right this very second. I had a wannabe Harley. I had a Honda Rebel.
Because you're a rebel.
And
you had a cool-looking bike.
Well, it was modeled after a Harley.
I called it a bike, see.
Oh, man, that's funny. I don't know why I find it so amusing. I'm sorry.
Sort of like our guitars are modeled after Stratocasters.
Exactly. We have all the wannabe stuff. And one day I'll learn how to actually play that guitar, and then I'll be really cool. We had a guy, Jim, that wanted to give us lessons, and the thing was he didn't have the ability to give us lessons to play the guitar in his own house.
Ah, I see.
And so needed a place to do it. And I was thinking maybe if he could come by here like a couple times a week.
Ooh.
We could do it like after we get off the air, get a couple lessons.
Hey, cool. That'd be
I
stunning.
don't know. We'll see if we can set something up so we can actually sit here and like jam for you guys. Don't hold your breath.
Aren't you looking forward to that?
Well, the unfortunate thing is we do it anyway. Every now and then when we bring the guitar in, and we can't play now. So wouldn't you like it better if we could actually play when we do it for you?
No.
All right.
Shut up and play music. And I don't mean that you're doing.
All right, Fungamoon. Here's a tune from Sting. This is Love is Stronger Than Justice.
It's Quad 106.5.
Shake a stick at.
Quad 106.5. Of course, Pearl Jam. The song Not
Again.
For You off the Vitology album. Jane's Addiction and Classic Girl and Sting with that cowboy song. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that because that cowboy song is actually a song that he released from the Fields of Gold Best Hits album. So that was the subtitle, The Munificent Seven, and the actual title is Love is Stronger Than Justice. It is 9:25 right now, 35 minutes before the hour of 10. Sean Cash and Jeff Jensen here.
Partly cloudy skies today, high of 71, 55 degrees right this very second. And now what is the problem?
The problem?
What is the problem with Egghead software that you've been trying to deal with since November?
Well, it's not necessarily them.
It's not them, although that's who you're going to and getting your information from.
They're kind of to blame for this last case of frenzied want to be buying. Well, basically what it boils down to is I've been hearing rumors in the wind of this particular game that I've just been salivating over for like the last 6 months, right?
The game?
The game, Dark Forces.
Man, why would I care about this game?
Well, for those of you who are fans of the IBM-based PC game Doom, will, of course, know the type of game that I'm talking about. It's basically a straight shoot-'em-up, but it's what they call a first-person game where it looks like you're the actual character and you're seeing the game through your eyes.
So you just see, like, hands out in front of you.
Right. It's like your hands are out in front of you and you roam around and shoot things. Very simple concept.
Okay.
But very cool because it's, like, really graphic and you get to blow these things away and there's blood and gore everywhere and it's just really cool, right?
All right.
Well, the game Dark Forces is basically the same concept. It's the first-person style shootout, but instead of being like a Marine in Alien, you are a rebel insurgent in a Star Wars type atmosphere. So you're basically walking around the Death Star blowing away stormtroopers, right?
And since we're both geeks, we just think that sounds cool.
Yes. So that obviously that would show why my interest is sparked. And there have been rumors of this game in the wind for months and months. It was supposed to come out in like before Christmas, like in November of '94 was the original release date, and they keep pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. And I'm waiting, and getting more and more impatient. Finally, I go to the store like last week. I go to one of the Eggheads.
Remember, it's February now.
Right. The Egghead software store located across from the How About Arden shopping center. Like right by the warehouse there.
Who had displays set up not too long ago
for
Dark
they had like
Forces.
displays. They had boxes all over the place, and then the next day they took them down. And then they had like previews, and they took the previews down. And so I go there, and again, no game. But they have like demos now that you can get just to tease you.
Right.
So they can suck an extra $10 out of you for the demo and then charge you full pop for the game.
So you bought it.
Well, sure. So I'm buying this magazine with a demo in it, and the guy says, "Oh, you played the real game yet?" I said, "Well, no, I'm waiting for it to come out." "Is it out yet?" And the guy says, "Well, no, but it's supposed to be out like tomorrow or the next day." Yoink, boing, down. The alarms go off, and I'm thinking, cool. I'll just wait.
Your alarms sound like that?
I'll just wait. Yeah, that's the special alarm. I say I'll just wait 2 days. I'll just wait 2 days because it's either today or tomorrow. I won't come rushing in tomorrow on the chance that it won't be there. I'll wait 2 days, so it's a sure thing.
Okay.
I wait 2 days. I come in, nothing, not a thing.
They lied to him.
They lied. He got my hopes
had lied.
I'm sick of waiting for this game, man. I just want it to be out.
And even if somebody could give you an exact date and that's the actual date it's coming out, that'd be fine. You
That'd
could
be
say,
fine.
okay, I'll wait till then. That's fine.
Saved me a trip to the store every day now.
Jeff has been going every day for the past like 3 months. He's been going and actually not every day. Their delivery days are what, Tuesdays and Thursdays or something?
There was a point, yeah, but I've noticed new stuff shows up like on an irregular basis there. So
because he was showing up like every day he thought was a delivery day. Hi, is it here yet? Hi, is it here yet? He was like that woman in that Mervin's commercial. Open, open, open. He was like standing there every single time. Speaking of commercials, I'm going to take a complete side note for just a second here.
Go ahead. That's what the show is all about.
Have you seen the new commercial for the Children's Relief that Sally Struthers does?
The new one? Like how new?
You know how she's always done the ones where you just see like her face and off over her shoulder you see like the picture of the children. She's talking about just 25 cents a day.
Right, the one where she's surrounded by starving, emaciated children, but she looks like she's put on about 50 pounds since the last commercial.
There was that one. There was one where it just showed her face and like the children over her shoulder.
Okay.
There's a new one that it's an all-white set.
Okay.
It's just a white set. She's sitting in front of a television, and she's on this, like, Strata Lounger sofa recliner thing.
Okay, with a big bottle of barbecue sauce.
She is huge. Not to be mean, but this woman is, like, pushing 300. She is sitting on this thing and filling it all up. I tell you what, she's eating these children. I'm dead serious. She is going to these starving countries and eating the suffering children, and I know it. I know that is what's going on because she is huge. I think when she was like picking her teeth with like fingers. I mean, she's huge. She is eating children, and I don't know. She is so large. She's got to be eating while she's there. How can she be that big and go to the starving country and go, are you hungry? I mean,
no, that's not your food. That's mine.
she's
Get away.
putting away a bucket of Kentucky Fried. I just, this woman is huge. And I mean, and that's fine. She can be large. It's just I have a hard time
doing what you're doing. Don't you feel any pangs of self-consciousness?
And that's what it is. And I mean, and I don't mean this in a bad way, other than to say, all of a sudden I'm Dom Irera. Not in no bad way. She's just anyway. But the only problem I have is because usually when you do something, usually when you're a spokesperson for something, you try and get somebody that accurately would draw the right kind of sympathy.
Right.
Right?
Sure.
So here she is, a spokesperson for starving children, and she just keeps putting on the pounds and putting on the pounds, and it's just hard for me to believe. It's hard for me to give money to a charity for starving children when this woman just keeps getting bigger.
Oh, yeah, for crying out loud. Get like Jimmy Walker or Iggy Pop or somebody.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. I want someone on there who looks like they're starving. Or the
Gene Simmons.
or
Richard, was that Richard Simmons? Okay,
yeah.
Well, either one, I guess.
Somebody that to me says, look, we're trying to do this, we're trying to help these people, or somebody in like a little safari outfit who like looks like they've been traveling, a little dirt on their face, and help us, we got to go back. Send your money. We'll talk to you later. And then they're like flying on a plane and they're on their way. I want something more believable.
Just got in from the Congo and boy are my arms tired.
I'm not buying it from her. I'm not buying it. She's eating the children. That's all I got to say.
That's why she wants you to send her to other places. And
That's right.
She wants to sample cuisine from around the world.
She's just, if the children keep dying, my food supplies will run out. I don't know.
It makes me cry.
It's 9:32 now. We'll be back with another tune from the Wolfgang Press.
Please.
This weekend, the Wave is celebrating their third.
No kidding.
She's really good. Thursday, March 2nd. The Orpheum Theater.
Oh, man. Sweet. That is Sarah McLachlan. The song is called Possession. Wolfgang Press and Going South before that. 9:45 right now. Sean and Jeff here.
Puts on a good show. Partly cloudy skies today. High of 71. 56 degrees right this very second. Maybe a little confusion.
Yes.
We are going to try and find out today. We won't be able to get a hold of anybody today since it's a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're going to try tomorrow. But the show that we're going to be on, we were saying how it was a month from today.
Right.
It might be the 27th.
Oh, really? Well, see, the 20th was always a tentative date. We still haven't gotten hold of the people at Paramount to nail down an actual air date.
Because according to Beth over to Ryan Traders, the official Star Trek store that has all kinds of science fiction knickknacks, everything from X-Files wear and T-shirts and this and that to Star Trek to Star Wars, you name it over there. She says she got a hold of a schedule, and it lists a different show airing on that night. But the problem is...
Okay, they have State of Flux listed.
Right, that's what she was saying.
Which is one of the ones that's right next to our episode.
And she says the reason is because on the 6th, I believe, they're showing a rerun. And they weren't scheduled to show any reruns, so she's not sure if the schedule she has is accurate.
I see.
So it may be the 27th. We need to find out so that we can get with the Rage and set up this official party. But we know it's in March. So if it's not the 20th, then it's got to be the 27th.
Right.
Because we know it's not earlier than that because that show has already been confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either the 20th or the 27th. We'll find out.
Cool. We'll let you know.
Find out and let you know. But here's a tune that is actually by request. This is from Soundgarden. The tune, Fell on Black Days.
It's Quad 106.5.
Just as long as you say
Quad 106.5. That is a tune from Pulp. It is called Do You Remember? Also, Love Spit Love with Am I Wrong?
I mean, all right.
908 right now, Sean and Jeff here. You sound like you just got something gross on your fingers.
No, not at all. Sunshine today, high of 102. It is 74 degrees right this very second. And, that's about it. Never mind.
Oh, darn, too bad.
Well, actually, I guess I could. I just didn't know if I should. I didn't know if that was allowed or not anymore. Well.
That's the editorial comment on Pulp.
So, let's see. It is time for Fast Track City once again.